got a treat for you today. Today, I've got a really cool attachment that I haven't shown you guys yet. This I got from Derette, and it's a wood chipper. That's right, it just chips wood. Okay, it really doesn't. It turns sticks into confetti. But how big a stick? I don't know. So today, you and I are gonna play with it, and we're gonna see exactly what it can do. So first off, let me give you a tour of this thing. This is a little different. This has a lot of stickers. It looks pretty simple, actually. It mounts to your mini skid, just a normal attachment plate. You hook up your 3 lines. It's got a case drain. It goes to your little hydraulic motor. There's some sort of valve here that does something fancy. I don't know quite what. And then add infused grease regularly. So I'm supposed to add some infused grease. Here, this is operations instructions. Read the manual, don't have one. Understand operation functions. Yeah, children are not allowed to operate. Hey, you youngsters, you can't use it. It's not allowed to work under underground cables, natural gas pipelines, and water pipes. Turn off the engine, don't let it run if you're gonna clean it. Don't clean it while it's on. You'll lose a finger. Seriously, listen to that. Twig cutter. Okay, so it's not a brush cutter, it's a twig cutter. And what we've got over here, do not operate machine to people or animals. What? Do not operate the machine to people or animals. Are you saying don't stick people or animals in this? Oh my gosh, did they really have to put that warning on the machine? Like, seriously? That's creepy. Protective cover must be worn when operating machine. Don't reach into feed port. Like this? So, yeah, a lot of warning stickers, a lot of Chinese writing. Safety helmet must be worn. Safety glasses must be worn. Protective gloves must be worn. Be careful noise. Careful noise? What's a careful noise? So inside there's a little drum that spins with little teeth on it, and it sucks it in. In this side, it's the same thing. So you've got your motor here. It's attached with a belt, a rubber belt that goes and spins that big old drum. See that? There's your rubber belt. That's it. That's honestly it. Mine did get damaged in shipping. I am going to use it on my Derette DRT450. You might be thinking to yourself, hey Greg, where are you going to get all the sticks? I'm in a forest and I've got a stick pile right here. Duh. All right, I'm gonna fire this dude up. It's pretty easy. Let me put it down. Flip your auxiliary on. Now it's humming. Hi. How big will it do? No idea. Not that I'm a fan. Valuable piece of information. Make sure you've got fuel in your machine before you start doing this. Don't worry, I got this. So we haven't learned a lot so far, but what we have learned is I don't check my fuel enough. So that's important. But big stiffs will bog it down. So I'm thinking, what if I used the diesel machine? You know, would it do more? Could it spin more than a gasser? So that's what I'm gonna try. But not today. If you can't tell, the sun's setting. It's 5 o'clock. I get a 3.5 hour drive back to my house. I gotta be at work tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. So I'm not gonna be able to get the diesel today, but I am going to go stick some random stuff in it and go grind up a bunch of sticks. Because that sounds fun, doesn't it? Yeah, this thing was thirsty. All right, let's try this again. No children, no animals, only twigs. Nasty. It's like it's snowing. It's snowing wood in my woods. That's cool. I'm gonna go over and throw some confetti over by Carrie, I guess. Come on. That might be one of my coolest attachments. Wood chipper's a big win. I would highly recommend it. I don't remember what it cost. Dean sent this to me. It came along with my 480. I'm testing it out. I'm showing you guys if it's something you want. I don't know if you want it, but I'm definitely gonna be using that. I'm out here in the woods. We have sticks falling all the time. And that's cool. I mean, it's super easy to use. Now I'm going to be serious with you. Gloves recommended. I would highly recommend some eye protection, some safety glasses. You might even want to put a face shield on because it's throwing a lot of debris. So I know I'm just having fun making a video, but truthfully, be safe out there. If you are going to get one of these, do wear some sort of eye protection. Protect your face, protect yourself. I would recommend getting a stick, maybe like a 2x2 or something like that, or maybe just some stick out in the woods. But get some sort of stick and use it as kind of a push bar. Because sometimes little bits get left in here, and it's just too risky putting your hand anywhere near there for something flying up or, I don't know, whatever. I mean, bad things can happen in this world, right? So I'd recommend a push stick just so you don't have to get your hand in there. Maybe 3 feet long, and just you can push some stuff down there. And if it does, your stick touches the blade, it's not a big deal because it's just a stick. So I had to take a break. I moved the camera here and I looked, and there's my thumbnail. You see that? That's my thumbnail shot right there. So if you're watching this video, you probably clicked that because I just happened to see it, and it just, I mean, that green, the red, my cabin, just awesome. Anyway, so if you like this kind of stuff, you want to see more of my attachments, I have a ton more that I haven't even tested. So I'm going to start using this. I have a big tree project I'm going to be doing, not this coming week, but the next week. I got a bunch of trees down. So I've got a new pole saw, I've got a new chainsaw coming. I've got the wood chipper, I've got my log splitter, grapple. I know I'm missing stuff, but anyway, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to get into. And yeah, so stay tuned, like and subscribe. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you watching this video all the way through, and we'll see you in the next one.